Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and even good evening. It is the grammatical portion. Today, I have brought the narration that is called indirect speech. It is quite important for language learning too. Narration is called to change the speech of the people in indirect form. कसैले बोलेको भाषालाई अर्को रूपमा भन्नु हो narration. It is changed according to the tense. Tense अनुसारै यो change हुँदै जान्छ. It has its own rules to do so. It has its narration's own rule to change. It is also known as telling the story of someone to another person. कसैको कथालाई अर्कोलाई सुनाइदिनु हो, पोल लगाउनु हो. The students must know the tense to do so. Tense थाहा भएन भने narration change गर्ने आउँदैन. I will put the tense later. I'll post later on. But first, I'm talking about this narration, and then maybe there are even the tenses पनि हुन्छ narration भित्र. Within narration comes tense. Simple present tense changes into simple past tense. This is one rule. Present continuous changes into past continuous. Simple present, simple past ma, present continuous, simple past continuous ma. Present perfect changes into past perfect. Present perfect लाई past perfect मा चेन्ज गरिन्छ indirect मा. Present perfect continuous changes into past perfect continuous मा चेन्ज गरिन्छ. Simple past changes into past perfect tense, and past continuous changes into past perfect continuous tense, and past perfect continuous changes does not change into indirect speech. Past perfect continuous चाहिँ change हुँदैन, right? Simple future tense changes into future past. Future continuous changes into would and be and continuous. And then future perfect changes into would, could, might, and then have and past participle. यसरी change हुन्छ. Future perfect continuous changes into would, could, might, should, have, been, and then ing. यसरी change हुन्छ. This is the rule. But first you must know the tense. Tense चाहिँ थाहा भएन भने change गर्न जानिदैन. So tense चाहिँ पछि म post गर्छु. It is now. I'm going to describe about this speech change. Now direct ma is mr object if it is direct, and into indirect changes into was, were, and then object. Direct ma is mr र object छ भने त्यसलाई indirect मा was, were र object गर्ने. Direct मा v1 v5 छ भने indirect मा v2 change गर्ने. Means present verb 1 base form changes into past v2 form. Is mr and ing changes into was, were, and then ing. Direct मा is mr ing छ भने was, were ing. अघि माथिकै rule हो. Have, has, and past participle changes into had, and then past participle and object. Is mr भनेको present tense, b1 b5 भनेको present tense. त्यो past मा जान्छ. अघिकै rule हो माथि. Have, has, and past participle object. त्यो present perfect tense हो, past perfect मा change. And have, has, been, and then before object. यो भनेको present perfect continuous changes into had been, before, and object past perfect continuous. Was, were, ing b2. Was, were or b2. Was, were छ भने अथवा b2 छ भने had been or had past participle or been simple past perfect मा change हुन्छ. Was, were and before means के past continuous changes into had been into before means past perfect continuous. The same rule that what I have told before in the language is there in the formula form of changing into past perfect. यस्तो present perfect छ, यो present को direct छ भने यता indirect मा यस्तो हुन्छ, direct मा यस्तो भएकोलाई. That is the idea. Again, will or b1 changes into would b1. This is not equals to, this equal to is wrong. Equal to देखो हैन. Will plus b1 means will and b1 changes into would b1. Will be and ing changes into would be and ing. Before means ing. Will have past participle भनेको future perfect हो. Would have past perfect. That is okay. Past participle हुन्छ. Will be before भनेको simple future हो. Would be and then before हुन्छ. Will b1 भनेको simple future हो. Would b1 change हुन्छ. Had to b1 changes into had to, and then B1 had to, have to, has to, changes into had to B1, right? And then C, do, does, and B1 changes into did, and then B1. Do, does, present, or did, past. Or can, shall, will, may changes into could, should, would, and then might. These are the direct form. These another part is indirect. This is how we change the direct into indirect one. Again, could, would, should, might be one change into could, would, might, and then could, would, okay, have, and then might have, right? And past participle and object. This, these, here, now, today, this week, this month, this year, tomorrow, and yesterday, last week, last month, last year, last day, last night, last morning, last afternoon. You supply direct row. This is all direct, and indirect into indirect it changes into that, those, this changes into that, those, this changes into those, there changes, here changes into there, then they now changes into then, that day, this day, that day, that week, that month, that year, that on the following day, the previous day, yesterday changes into previous day, the previous week, the previous last week changes into previous week, previous month last month like previous year previous day, previous night, previous morning, previous afternoon. This is the change of even time into indirect speech. So the rule now, rule number one, in the assertive sentence, say that is used to change into indirect speech. Assertive sentence ma'am, said that is used to change into indirect speech. Assertive means subject verb object. Said that I am a student. This is example. He said. Now change it into, yeah. This is assertive sentence. Subject and then verb object. He said that he was a student. Is a march changes into what? He was a student. I play football, she said. This is direct. And then she said that she played football. I changes according to subject. First person changes into according to subject. She is the subject and I has been changed into she. She ने मत change हुआ I change. I speak English now. He said. Now he said that he spoke English now like then Magari. This is one example of assertive sentence of, okay, first rule. Now this is one English homework you can do. Change into indirect speech. How you change? I'm a doctor now. She said that she was a doctor then. This is one example. There are students these days. He said. How he changed? He said that they were students those days. This changes into those days. I'm from Dolaka, she said. And how it changed? She said that she was from Dolaka. Another one. I'm a master of online classes now. And this changes into he said that he was a master of online classes then. Okay. I'm a student at Kaustubh School. How you change? He said that he was a student at Kaustubh School. I am from the USA just now. And how he changed? He said that he was from the USA just then. I know politics well these days. She said that she knew, no changes into new, politics well those days. These days changes into those days. This is the first beginning. This is the base form how to change into indirect speech. Shuru hoyo. This is how there are many rules, and then I will be posting those rules also. So please start learning from the simple level to change into indirect speech. There are many other rules they can be changed into indirect speech. So I hope you would do this well, and then you can just improve your ways of learning the grammar changing into indirect speech, right? Okay. better words and practice the way I have given in the